Hello folks, so in this video we're just going to do another example of finding the inverse of a quadratic in this case. Now the thing that's weird about this one than the ones that we have been looking at so far is that this quadratic is given to you in standard form. So why is this difficult? Well, we will see in a minute here. Hang on, let me pause this. I didn't realize my window was so bright here. Okie dokie, that should be a little bit better. Now you can see that we're given the function in standard form. So step one is, well, we always want the inverse to be a function in these types of problems. So step one, to make sure that's the case, is check if the function is one-to-one in the first place. So step one is check, is f of x one-to-one? Well, hopefully we can see already that this is a parabola, and so clearly the answer is no. More specifically, we know that this is a downward facing parabola. And so we know that this graph is going to look something like this. I don't exactly know where yet, but we can see here it is not one-to-one. The answer there is no, because it fails our horizontal line test. Okay, so the question that comes up next then, well, I guess it'd be step 1.1, is that we need to restrict our domain so that it is one-to-one. Restrict the domain. So it is. Now, how could we do that on this graph? Well, there's two ways. One way is to, and I'll just copy the sketch right here, is, well, let's see, the graph is going to have some vertex somewhere. Say it's right there. We can use either the red half, or I'll use go over here, the blue half. Maybe I shouldn't use red. Maybe I'll use green. Here. So if I restrict the domain to just the green half, it will be one-to-one. If I restrict it to just the blue half, it will also be one-to-one. Hopefully we can see that. Okay, so the question is, what would that domain be? Well, to figure out what that is, we would need to figure out where the vertex is. Okay, so we need to take a step back to Algebra 2 or maybe even Algebra 1 and just figure out, well, how do I find the vertex of this parabola? There's two ways to go about it. One way is to put it into vertex form. The second way is to just use that kind of nice little formula. So I'm going to do that first. Okay. So to find the vertex, you might remember that the x coordinate of the vertex, so I'll say the vertex x is how I like to just say it, is negative b over 2a. And again, this is implied that you're given the function in standard form. Ax squared plus bx plus c, which we are in this scenario. So for us, this negative b over 2a is going to be, well, let's see, that'll be negative 4 over 2 times negative 1, which will just be positive 2. Okay, so there we go. To find the y value, there is no nice easy shortcut. It's simply to plug it in to the equation. So to find the y value, we're going to find y is really just equal to f of 2. I'm not going to go through all the work here. But if I plug it in, I should get 9. I've already worked out this problem. Okay, so we know now that the vertex is actually at, right here, 2, 9 here, 2, 9. Okay, so now we know, okay, if I want the green domain, and again, there's two options for this. You could go with the green domain, and that would be implying that x is greater than or equal to 2. Or if I use the blue one, so the vertex can go left, that gives us all the x's that are less than or equal to 2. Now it actually doesn't matter which one you pick because it's you have the choice, you have options. But it will affect your final answer at the end of the day. So let's continue on to this problem. So step 2. Well, I'm going to say the next step here is to give it the domain and range of the original, so of f of x here. Not f inverse yet, just f of x. So for us, if you're going about the blue one, so I'm going to draw everything we do now we're going to do it twice to fit the different options that you might have done. If you go with the blue option, your domain is what we kind of said already. X is less than or equal to 2. Your range, well, what's nice here is that the range is the same either way. Your range is going to be all the y values less than or equal to 9. Not too bad. If I go green, again, that would be if we took the right half of the parabola. we would have a domain of x greater than or equal to 2, and our range would actually be exactly the same, because again, we're going all the way up to the vertex. Y less than or equal to 9. Okay. Again, this is going to be helpful to help us find the domain and range of the inverse, and also figure out if we have the correct inverse. And again, we'll get there soon, hopefully. So step 3 is to actually find the inverse. So actually find an equation for f inverse of x. Okay, just in the interest of this video, I'm actually going to stop it here. In the interest of time, I'm going to stop this video here actually, and continue this in the next one. So if you watch this one, thanks for watching, and if you want to stay tuned for the next one, we're going to do that right now.